slide down a little bit.
Trying to get Ayashi in.
You know,
Yeah, it's better.
we gonna start out saying
Barak
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Alright, Barak Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Alright, Barak Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Alright, we're gonna give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Let's say double honors to our apostles, the great millstone, who will teach well, being a great example to Israel, mind the elect. You know what I'm saying? Blessed to the hope of the elect on the four wind, pushing the troop and troops sincerely, that great song. I'm gonna hand it to the brothers, and he gonna bring the lesson in. I hope you brother edified while we lay the law down, man.
Yeah, as you see the title of the live show, From Filthy Rags to Fine Gold, you know, because we're not recognized as any, you know, body special in the earth. We just, when we out on the highways and hedges, you know, they just look at us like we just insignificant, you know. But we're gonna be made fine gold, man. You know. Brother, get Isaiah 64.
Yeah, brother.
All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 64, verse 6. It said, "But we are all as an unclean thing."
Right. We are all as an unclean thing, man. You know, because ultimately we're in this flesh. That's what makes us unclean. You know, because this flesh is enmity with the Most High. You know, and we constantly struggle between the spirit and the flesh. You know, but that spirit, all right, that we feed with this word, it builds us up to deny this flesh. All right, so that we are made clean in the eyes of the Most High. Go ahead, bro.
And all our righteousness are as filthy rags, and we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away.
Right, because that sin, man, you know, that sin is constantly working, all right, and we're constantly fighting it. But soon it's gonna be over. Yahweh Shai, he's gonna come back and change us, man, until that pure man, all right, who doesn't go off, who doesn't have to struggle with that sin every day, man. You know. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
This is Philippians 1:6. Being confident of the torment unto the day of Yahweh.
Right. And the good work that he's performed in us is giving us this truth, man. All right. And ultimately, you know, that's all we have to make us right. There's nothing in this world that can make us right before the eyes of the Most High except these this comfort, man. You know, this truth, the Holy Spirit, the Word, man. You know. Go ahead, bro.
Jump 3:20. All right, this Philippians 3:20. For our conversation is in heaven, from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord Yahweh Shai, who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things under himself.
You gonna expound on it?
But no, I just want to, you know, land back on your point.
Okay.
How you said that we're gonna be changed.
Yeah.
You know, because right now, even though we're Israelites, we understand the truth. Like you said, it's still a war in the flesh. And see, we're not fully under that new covenant yet. You know, this is the beginning of it, but we ain't been changed yet. But when the Lord come back and beam us up, we're gonna be changed simultaneously, and that fight is gonna be over.
Right. Right.
And why I say he said he that had begun a good work in you will perform it unto the day of Yahweh Shai. When you go into the word perform, it means to complete, to make an end to. So that's the true definition of being perfect. Meaning you fully completed it, man. You know, and that you're gonna be fully completed in the kingdom with those laws, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts, man. But we're going through the process now, you know, and we're not gonna have to battle in the kingdom, man. It's just gonna be in us. But right now we battling. That's the condition of the battle. That's one of the conditions of the battle is to subdue your members. That's why the Apostle Paul always say mortify your members, man. You know, that's why a lot of people don't like the straight gate because it requires discipline, man. You know, you got to go contrary to the ways of this world, you know, and put yourself in subjection to the spirit, to the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, man.
Yeah. We're being tried. You know, as that goes, and the word tribe means test. We're basically proving ourselves to our husband, which is Yahweh Shai. Like so before the wedding, you know, the woman she going through these straits, you know, and trials to see if she worthy, you know, to be with that man,
Be with him.
you know.
Yeah.
But then, you know, when the Lord come back and change us, hey, we gonna get everything, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the scripture speak about how, you know, when the Lord decked Israel out, how he gave Israel everything. You know, when you read in Ezekiel, you know, but Israel became like a harlot. But now we seeking to win the Lord's love all over again, man. You know, because hey, this really proves you love the Lord or not, man. You know,
doing this work.
Yep.
Because really, no matter what you do outside of this, you feel filthy. You know, you're like, man, I ain't. A real man of the Lord know that. Hey, man, I ain't worthy, man. You know, like this all we got in order to prove ourselves. That's what makes you keep going.
Yeah. Like, why me?
Yeah. You know, you got that. You. I mean, you fight that war spirit, that war is me spirit every day. You know, like damn shit, man. Like, but I know I gotta do this work to prove myself to you. How about Shimi how shot? Go ahead, bro. My brother holds Job 14 and 4 for him, bro.
This second Ezra 7:18.
Job 14.
Nevertheless, the righteous should suffer straight things and hope for wide.
Right. The straight things, you know, when we on this path, this straight path, man. You know, even though Yahushua, you know, he already laid the path, it's not really grievous anymore as, you know, when we before he died for us, you know what I'm saying? But now we have it to where you know, he laid the path, but there's still different obstacles to overcome, you know. You still got demons that attack you, you know, and ultimately we still need him,
right?
You know.
It said, for they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, and yet should not see the wide.
They're talking about 2/3,
right?
And the ultimate straight, all right, that's gonna be that's gonna prove and separate the elect from the 2/3 and none of they're gonna be Jacob trouble. The Lord is gonna be doing that's his ultimate purge, because he's gonna purge the nation of wickedness, and then he's gonna purge impurities out of the elect during that time, man. That's why Jacob trouble. That's why I say the righteous gonna go through those scrapes, you know, Jacob trouble, all right. And we're gonna hope for the wide, because we're gonna be brought through that fire, all right, and be made purified, man. You know, but the rest of our people, the non-believers, you know, they're gonna go through that fire and it's gonna consume them, man. You know, they're gonna get purged out of the nation, man.
Kind to make a quick point, since you made that statement, because you got the elder brother Amwan Gabar from the main camp. He basically he did a few response videos to the MAGA incident that took place in DC, and basically, you know, you had that one sellout Gadite, Nathan Phillips. I want to say this was on the CNN interview. Pretty much, you know, Israel, like this the beginning of the demonization. So, you know, what the brother was saying in that video is he was responding to everything that was said about us, you know, because the sellout Gadite, he was like, well, I just wanted to quell the situation. I didn't want any violence to, you know, spark up between the black Hebrew Israelites and these guys, you know. And it showed that, you know, the Jay didn't give a damn about y'all. He compared y'all to the Baptist church, man. But the point is, y'all want that heat. You want that smoke, you know. But the point that I was making in the video is that when the persecution actually, when it hit, it was on the forefront in our day to day, saying who we are when we at work, we at the grocery store. Like, you don't see us like IUIC walking in Kroger with fringes on or something like that. But pretty much, you're gonna have to confess Yahushua before men, because you're gonna be brought before the court. You know, you're gonna be brought before everybody, and it gotta be known, like, yeah, he's one of them. And that's why the situation with Apostle Peter, that was written for our sake, because even though he received mercy, because that's King David, you know, but hey, that was written for our example when we brought before people to deny the Lord, man. Because see, now we just maneuver, we blend in, we do what we gotta do. But then, like I was telling the elders about that yesterday on the side. Hey, when you brought before these people, and when you brought before, you can be before the elite themselves. You gotta confess, man. You can't be one of them men that bow to Baal in these times, man. You know, taking the chip, you know, bowing out. When you see Esau bringing a sweep and taking out these Zillot niggas, You know, because hey, Sakari, I ain't nothing but them Zillites coming back, man. And y'all gonna fold. But see, when that happen, that's gonna bring all Israel into this thing that's been out there teaching. Hey, but then shall they be known who am I chosen? Because the Lord has served me and set up that I'm gonna be like, hey, fuck it, what you gonna kill me?
Yeah.
So what? You know?
Yeah, not gonna compromise our faith.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in the midst of affliction. You know, and we're not the type to put that spotlight on ourselves. We let the Lord's glory shine through us. This word, and you see in that Fox News report, all right, a GMS was put out there, man. You know, those brothers in the Bay. You know,
Yeah, that's a different video. That video, I know what you're talking about. But that video, because we're not sure who that one Hebrew Israelite cat is that devil was interviewing.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty much, I talked to Elder Ariel about that. Even though Jake he was like pussyfooting, he was trying to be politically correct, but at the same time, you know, we saw why he was answering like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because scriptures say, you know, soft answer turn away wrath. Esau don't expect you to answer educated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and at the end of the day, Jake on the slick side, he was still saying you got to pay for slavery. You talking about what Esau did to Gad and stuff. But the point is, like you said, they Edomite, he was interviewing this particular Israelite, but then he gonna air that video, the most hated group in America. You know, the brothers from the Bay Area camp. Mm-hmm. And that thing went viral. Like and you know what? Since that thing it resurfaced, them brothers going even harder now. You know, Brother Ayashman's talking about that. You know, but that thing, hey, you gotta realize where that video, like everywhere it was, that thing was on World Star. You had like put us out there. You know? Because hey, you know what? And those brothers, they're another example of how we on the forefront. Because don't think they just looking at the GMS Bay Area camp alone. They're looking at all GMS camps. You know, and Esau's whole point was that, well, you guys are radical. Why y'all talking like this? And then you know what happened? A brother came behind that video showing, you know, since they want to paint us in this light, show what really happened. You know what I'm saying? And that Edomite woman, she was harassing the brothers, and she assaulted them. And she got arrested.
Yeah.
You know? So hey, the Lord is beautiful. He's showing really, even though we about to be demonized, put on the forefront, certain brothers are martyrs, we're gonna be in the same stead as our Lord, man. You know?
I gotta go with you going to.
Yeah,
This is Luke 21, starting at 12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogue.
Yeah. So you got certain wicked Israelites that's gonna do that. And these niggas popping out the woodwork too. What's that one cat, man? I call him like a modern day Ruckus. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, he had the little pencil mustache and that hat. But you had him and you had a few other guys surface on YouTube. Jake would just stay normal YouTube. And you had a few other guys surface on YouTube. Jake would just stay normal YouTube pages, but then they talking about Hebrew Israelites now. But they all talking shit about us.
Tommy Sotomayor.
Yep, yeah, him.
And the other guy.
Yeah.
The other Republican guy.
Yeah. You know, so deep the very same men that's gonna hand us over, man. And don't think just because very same men that's gonna hand us over, man. And don't think just because you know, these different Jakes that's cool with you, they may want to interview you and put you on their platform. Don't think they ain't gonna hand you over too, man. You know, you don't really know that guy the Advice show, TV, Zabak, you know. He's familiar with a look, you know, something that's going on. Because Jay just heard this thing about the 400-year prophecy. We in 2019, they think we about to get the hell up out of here. Or a lot of y'all thinking that we need to go back to Ghana. Jay don't know what's going on. But the point is, it's going to be our same people that's going to hand us over, man. You know?
Especially to save themselves.
Yep.
You know, Esau is going to come with their sword, man. Esau is death, man. So, yeah, those guys are going to hand you over. They don't know you personally.
Yeah.
And even if they do know you personally, they got to protect their own lives, man.
Yep. And that's why we're not so quick to let guys in our camp. A lot of you Jakes, you pop up on the comment board saying, how can I join? Hey, if you a man of the Lord, the Spirit is going to work with you, man. You don't got to ask nothing like that. But then we don't know you, man. We don't know you. It's like the brother Mike Holler from LA made a point. Is he was talking about the brother Dawada. He was like, man, I trust this man with my life. Now, how many of us can say that about you guys that's in the world? We don't know you, man. It says in the apocrypha, before you get a friend, you prove them first, man. You know, if you really about this thing, you're gonna listen, and you're gonna be on the other side for like 6 months or however the spirit had to go.
Right.
You gotta be out there in the wintertime. We don't know y'all, man. But the point is, a lot of these cats, they gonna be handing us over, man. You know, you see how that demon Yakko was acting, which the Lord gonna really get his ass, man. You know, the Lord gonna get that nigga, but it's our people that's our, next to Esau himself, it's our people that's the enemy, man.
Yeah. It said into prison, being brought before kings and rulers.
Into prison.
For my name's sake.
Into prison, which is concentration camps, man. In different concentration camps. And you better believe, even though Donald Trump, he didn't make a direct statement towards us, because he knows about us. You know, but but you know what he did do? Because he spoke on us indirectly. He said that he wanted to invite those MAGA hat Catholic students to the White House. So what does he say? Without thinking first, man. Like, you got to figure out how you're going to deal with these Hebrew Israelites. Because just like we was persecuted in Rome, how the Roman Empire persecuted the Christians, that same spirit is back, man.
And that's the whole process. The process of us becoming like fine gold. We got to go through the persecution, through the fire. Everything that we are going to face the time Yahushua comes back is the process. That's necessary.
What's saying Peter, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial. Now he was talking about, you giving up your life in the world, but ultimately really being persecuted. Like, that's really what that was going into.
Yep.
And that's the moment we are approaching. So you guys bowing out for a hairline or Keisha, you want to get with Eve, you chasing behind her, whatever it is, man. Jake just doing all type of stuff. You want to get money, and that's the only thing that's on your mind. You guys weren't gonna make it anyway. How could you have that mindset, but then be ready to die for this thing, man? Because, it's like you heard Brother Elder Malcolm in Chicago be speaking. You risking your lives and freedom to do so. If Esau, if he wanted to infiltrate every single organization that Jake, came up with, how much more it is, man? Which is the truth itself. It's like, hey, Elder Zahab, he peeped it out yesterday. It was different possible agent provocateurs out, man. See, now it's gonna be more than ever. That's why, just like we were speaking on, dealing with them cats. Like, I'm gonna get the floor back, brother. Okay. Dealing with blocking them that ain't wise, man. All right. But see, now, hey, we saw your situation, we learned from it how we need to be. Now, brothers in the truth, like, when you speak, you really just gotta generalize things and just stay in the scriptures. Like Elder Pastor Hart said, just break down the prophecies, man. And don't give these devils your personal information, man. If certain people watch spirits too. Certain guys walk by the camp, or they may, we saw this happen in Dallas one time, they may get close to the camp, and you may tell a cat to leave, and he probably look at you, you know what I'm saying, because he got wires on him and shit. Jake, he listens, he just being a demon, smoking a cigarette, laying on the side. You tell him leave, he don't leave. So they gonna do what they gonna do anyway. But the whole point is, don't give them anything. If they just see you breaking down the prophecies, they're like, man, I can't get shit out of them. Like, they ain't budgeting. What you want me to do? Hey, don't give them nothing. Go ahead up.
And they should turn to you for a testimony.
Yeah, and they said we was gonna be brought before kings and governors. Yeah, so hey, we gonna get the smoke anyway, but don't cause your own effect, man. Like the elders of High be saying, don't put yourself in a situation. Let us get that for the word's sake. And then, like the title of this video, like the brother said, that's how we gonna be made that fine gold, man. See, you guys, you want to make yourselves gold without going through that test. You don't want to go through the straight gate, man. What the hell teaching across from Magic City is gonna do a damn thing? What the hell is that gonna do, man? That's not beneficial to the body. You causing unwanted attention. But see, you attention seekers, you gonna get exactly what you want, man.
And it says, settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what you should answer.
Yeah, because you in the flesh. It's like a lot of time when you go to court, you in the flesh. Sometimes you may get nervous. I don't know how this gonna go, but you don't meditate on what you're gonna say. And brothers have seen it. You went to court for certain things. The Lord gets you out of that situation. Yeah. And you look back hindsight like, damn, like I ain't have to do nothing.
You had to say a word. A lot of times you don't even have to speak. And the Lord have it already set up, man.
Karen, there's a testimony from another brother. I don't know which camp or what his name was, talking about how he got this speeding ticket. And he went in, like he was caught everything red-handed. You know, he was in the wrong 100%. He went to court. The cop that pulled him over didn't show up, so they postponed it a year. So I mean, we may not even be here for another year.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the Most High, you know, works with you, man.
Yeah.
Like the scripture say, right? Rightly, does she order all things, wisdom, and also this scripture where it say, he'll make your enemies to be at peace with you.
That's it.
When you do His will and you do His work, man, you feed His sheep and do what's pleasing to Him. You don't have to get carnal and fight your own battles, man. The Lord got angels working and constructing all things, man.
That's right.
They're striving to the truth. The devil now fight for you.
Yep.
It says, verse 15, I will give you a mouth of wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
The Holy Spirit. Pretty much going back to Esau antagonizing us. Esau wants you to get upset. Now we saw that at the camp yesterday. You know, they was calling us boy and all this other BS. But when you don't give them what they want, see, that's what really bothers them. That's when Esau really need to put them to, and they like once you're not afraid, you know, and you just gonna stick to the script. There's nothing they can do, you know. So all we gotta do is just do the work, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta do videos, you know. And sometimes, you know, spirit gonna brothers do curse Esau out, but really, you just break down the prophecies, man. When we brought before them, it's gonna power against me, except that we're giving thee from above. I'm roughly paraphrasing. Basically, like my father got you doing this right now, and if it wasn't for that, you couldn't do nothing. Right. You know. And then my people gonna pay for delivering me over to you. He was like, they got the greatest sin. So really. Like you said, we don't gotta fight our own battles. You, Jakes, when you want to fight on battles, what the hell you going to a gun range? Mm-hmm. And we hate to keep bringing it up, but the spirit doing this, like you going to a gun range, you think you about to go against the devil. Yeah, you brother the movie Polar. Esau surgical with a weapon, man. Mm-hmm. That new John Wick about to come out. You know what they can do, and they just on some light level shit, man.
I'm saying that's his blessing.
Mm-hmm.
His blessing is a sword.
From your house shop.
That's just like somebody make a game. You think you can beat him in his own game he created? Mm-hmm. Like, come on, man. Yeah. That's why we need the spirit of power. How about Shema Shai in the time to come? All right, because Esau got all types of weapons, incest, all types of stuff that he ready to release upon all you tribes, man.
He has newly created creatures that he made.
That he made.
Because the Apostle brought something out that. You know, the Most High got things that we ain't seen, but that whole Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Dr. Monroe spirit, Dr. Frankenstein, Esau, he's on that shit. And the Lord gave him that power. So he got stuff that he made to try to deal with us. So, hey, Jake, you ain't ready. Like Elder Sariana said, we into that's what's going on. Hey, the Lord for us, we got angels, man. Esau don't got that.
Bring a clean thing out of uncleanness. Unclean. It's a lot. Not one.
No, not
out of uncleanness. Unclean. It's a lot. Not one.
No, not one. Mm-hmm. You know, so you can't make yourself clean, man. You know, you out here trying to fight this battle on your own will. You're gonna lose, man. Yeah. You know, you gotta wait on your Habashimi Habashai, and every moment you have to wait on him.
And it's a cut on them guys. It's all about the law.
First of all, he the one got us in the situation that we in. So who was the only one can get us out? Him, man. You know?
That's right. Quick one from
Go ahead, bro.
This is from the kingdom is within. It's Exodus 14:14. It said, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace.
That is plain, man.
He shall hold your peace.
So, hey, be still and know that I am God, man.
It's
it. The Lord is the power. That's all that we need is to do what He set up for us to do, man. Is to preach this word. Apostle Bar always said we don't need no gimmicks. We don't have to put ourselves in a position where we got to be on the forefront. All right. Well, we need the mainstream media. This truth is better to be put on that forefront. Yahweh Shimi Habashah. It's where it needs to be right now. You know, with everything that's happening, you see, it's still in His control. But we're just speaking for you Israelites who are attention seekers, you know, and trying to make yourself shine.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you can't make yourself shine, man. We supposed to look like nothing right now. You know, the filth of the earth. Yeah.
And then you got, and you can tell the persecution is really still in the light phase right now, man. That's why Jake still can play and do all these gimmicks, man. Because when the true persecution comes, you're going to be homeless for your house shot, man.
That's it, bro.
No, it's going to get to a point where you're going to be homeless because you believe in your house shot, man.
Yeah.
All right? The Esau going to shut your bank account down.
Yep.
He going to repo their car, all right? Because you don't think they're going to hit brothers with the RICO when they freeze all your assets
Yeah, yeah.
because you believe in your house shot?
Because believe Yahweh Shai is gonna be like a terrorist religion.
Oh yeah.
This truth is gonna be like how they do the they're gonna do the Arabs the same way because
Mhm.
that's a blueprint, the blueprint to the new world order.
Mhm.
But after these new attacks and all that, if you're not down with this safety chip,
Yeah.
if you're not down with the freedom of America and the patriot spirit of America,
Mhm.
because of Yahweh Shai, and you're not gonna get that token that you're down with the patriotism of America, you're gonna be looked at as a terrorist for this Yahweh Shai.
Mhm.
Because Esau's controlling the narrative, man.
Yep.
All right, so hey, like the brother said, there's gonna be a good thing in the eyes of the people
Mhm.
to be down with Yahweh Shai.
Right.
I
I
got
got
precept
it.
for that.
Go ahead.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 10. We are fools for Yahweh Shai's sake,
Mhm.
Yep.
but ye are wise in Yahweh Shai.
Hey, that's a strong point. You're fools now. We use that now because we look like foolish men with garments on, yelling the scriptures. But pretty soon you're gonna literally be like a fool for Yahweh Shai, man.
Mhm.
Because the look that the average brother has is gonna be a terrorist look, man.
Mhm.
The look that we have with the beards on our face, all right, that regular look, that's gonna be the new face of the enemies of America, man.
Yep.
All right, that childish Gambino look, man.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, they say we extreme.
And-
We extreme. You know.
yeah, we're gonna be an extremist group, and
Yep.
people are gonna know who you are. You're not gonna know who they are,
Mhm.
and people who fall for that narrative are gonna want to kill you, man.
Hey, they gonna know who you are. You're not gonna know who they are. It's like they got the new John Wick movie. Pretty much it's a bounty on his head. Like he's excommunicado. You know, for brothers that's into those genre movies, this mafia style movie.
Yeah.
Basically, it's gonna be similar like that for the men of the Lord. You know, because they show, look at the trailer, all these people coming after him, and he got to fight all of them or whatever. Well, we don't got to worry about that. But people are gonna have to be seeking our lives though.
Yeah.
People are gonna be seeking our lives. People gonna be wanting to kill us, man. They could probably Esau may offer them a reward for turning you in, man. They can get so many credits on their chip that you up here, these people over to take care of you. It's gonna be like that, man. And the elites, man, like when they look at us, because for example, apostles, like they'll speak on the Rothschilds, like, man, I want Evelyn in slavery. I want that devil. And they be looking at us the same way, like, man, I want to torch his ass in concentration camp. I want him. That to make an example, man. They gonna be looking to do that, but even though it ain't gonna work, and there will be martyrs, but at the same time, like, you gotta know what you involved in, man. And you ain't in this thing to be cute. A lot of you Jake's thing, we just, like the brother said, we just out here just with garments on and we just yelling and screaming and cursing out Esau. It's way deeper than that, man.
I got a quick one though.
Is that it?
Faith.
Nah, this is a little bit more. It says, we are weak, but ye are strong.
Mhm.
Ye are honorable, but we are despised.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're despised because we're building you up and making you honorable, the sheep. But in return, we look dishonorable, man.
Mhm.
Because they're gonna easily take our clips that you're being edified from and snip it to where we look like the bad guys on camera. That's why we said when you deal with people, don't be so loose with the word cracker and devil and
Mhm.
nah, just keep everything within the context of the scripture. Man.
Edomite.
He's an Edomite.
Yeah.
The so-called white man is an Edomite. Don't give them ammunition against you, man.
Mhm.
Because, the worst thing you can call an Edomite is an Edomite.
Yeah.
Because that's their true
Exactly.
identity.
Yeah.
If you call him a cracker or a devil, then he's winning because his
And
whole
he heard that
objective,
before.
his whole objective was to get away from being called an Edomite.
Yep.
That's it, bro. That's it.
So I mean that really cuts him when you expose his true identity.
Exactly.
That's a cut on his spirit.
Yeah.
Because that's who he truly is. Yeah, you notice when you say Edomite instead of cracker and all that, they still like they like Edomite, like they know you was talking about them.
They know in their spirit.
They know it in their spirit.
Because that's why you bring it out, like, I say be harmless. You know, be wise as a serpent, calm as a dove.
Hey,
Always on your A game.
I got a quick precept to limit the brothers to say how we're fools for Mashiach's sake. It's in Song of Solomon, chapter 8. And a Song of Solomon, chapter 8, and verse 6 down to 7. Set me as a seal upon thine heart, as a seal upon thine arm. And that's not talking about the chip, niggas. You know, it's talking about the understanding. For love is as strong as death. Jealousy is cruel as the grave. The coals thereof are coals of fire, which hath a most vehement flame. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can the floods drown it. If a man would give all the substance of his house for love, it would be utterly contemned. And that's being a fool for Mashiach's sake, because like you had said, Esau gonna take everything away from us. What it says in 2nd Ezra 16, you'll be cast out your houses. You know, like this thing coming, man. You know, when Jacob look at us crazy, or you look at the elder apostle Gabar, because spirit been on him, and all the apostles really, but spirit been on him. He goes into that. He been doing that for years, man. And you see the seriousness in his eyes. He know that it's coming, because you know they went through their trial going back to 9/11, man. You know, when the way Esau can roll on you, because they got rolled on that very same day, man. You know
what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. I believe through the spirit, the next move that's gonna happen, they're gonna put us up on TV the same day. And in that same frame, brothers are gonna get picked off, man. Brothers are gonna get snatched up, man. Some brothers are gonna have to be on the run, some brothers gotta do what they gotta do. It's all through the spirit. All right, it's how it was scripted to play out. But the same moment where that catastrophic event happens, brothers gonna get picked up, man. You know? So if the spirit that you're in is not preparing you for the hour of temptation or for the time of persecution, this is the moment to go back to the basics, man.
Count the cost.
Count the cost, man. You still got time to count the cost. For brothers that's not crossed on the other side is listening, you got time right now to make a decision. Are you ready to go through the bitterness to get the sweetness, man?
And it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to prove yourself. Like he said, brothers on the other side, you know, you might not make it just playing that role in the back. You know, because your lot might be bigger. So that means you hiding your talent, you know. You procrastinating and putting off to come out, you know, and you really need to be out there, all right, because the Lord is using your vessel, all right. Well, He got use for your vessel, and you're not using it. Hey, you in that time when it comes, you might get caught up, and you ain't got that faith built up to make it through, man, because you didn't come out and push, man.
You know, everybody say gird your loins up.
Okay, come on.
Gird your loins up like a man. You know, I gotta go into on that faith real quick.
Go ahead.
This is James 1:3. Knowing this, that the trial of your faith worketh patience.
The trial of your faith work of patience, man. Because you know we seen the government shut down. The brothers were like, hell yeah, this it. Then they open the motherfucker back up, man. All right, what it is, that's the most high trying your patience, man. You know, even though it don't come when it's gonna come, you still gotta have patience, man. You know?
You brothers, you gotta prepare yourself for the stretch. We know that we ain't gonna be here super long, but at the same time, you know, if event, you know, if it sparks, like this could be it, and it dies back down. Don't let that weaken your faith, man. You know what I'm saying? Because one of these gonna be that event. You know, and once that happened, like it's say in 2nd Ezra, man, it's not gonna return back. You know.
It said, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
Gotta be complete. So if this brother from Hawaii, come make a quick point. If in order to be complete, you know, when these things die down, that means it got to be something within you. You got to work on so you can be ready for Esau to come pick you up, man, and put you through these different things that you got to go through so you can endure. You know, so don't look at it as the Lord prolonging it just to do something. He's doing it for the elect. Everything is done for the sake of the elect, for the elect to be saved, man.
That's right.
You know.
All right, brother, you're on speakerphone.
Let me see.
You can just sit next to one of the phones.
Yeah.
Hey, shalom to all the elders and Akim out there. Y'all, Bashim Kakadash, Rakatan, brothers.
Shalom.
Con, bro, I just wanted to call and make a quick point, man. You brothers, it's an edifying lesson, you know, on about ruling your spirit when you out there on the highways and hedges. You know, when you first come into this truth, you know, Jake's spirit be on fire. You wanna cuss out everybody. You wanna, strike with those daggers. But there's a precision about this whole truth. Real quick, this is I think I put it up there on the comment board. I'll read it again. It says Matthew 10 and 16. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." And it's the reason why Yahweh Shai did that, because when Yahweh Shai came here, how did he come? When he was prophesying, when he was healing, speaking those parables, prophesying, how did he come? Did he come with that rough, rugged, and raw, like I'm gonna kill everybody and do all this other stuff? No, he came as a sheep. He's the ultimate example for us when we go out there. Right now, there's not the time for us to be, Superman, the Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Right now, there's the time for us to be harmless as doves, man, and like sheep. And what are we doing? We're speaking the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and we're obviously through the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. But at the same time, it's the way you do it. Even when other Kazakhs did a while ago, it's like, yo, even when they come up in your house and try to grab you up, don't be arguing with them. Don't be fighting with them. Like, yo, go out like the Yahweh Shai went, quiet, man, like a sheep. And it all goes back to maintaining your spirit and ruling over the spirit when you're out there on the line. When you're at war, you don't have your weapon and you just start shooting everybody. That ain't how that works. You gotta reserve rounds, because you might only got like 200. Likewise in the truth, man. Certain words and certain actions you can reserve for when you actually need it. This thing is a spiritual fight. Before a physical and carnal fight, it's a spiritual fight. And what the elders and apostles and these elders right here, the brothers are speaking about, is to get us that mindset like, yo, look, the trial hasn't really started yet, but when it does start, you got to be at a level of spirituality where you're looking at the situation spiritually and not carnally, from off the top. And our brothers need to focus that all of brothers, even myself. Sometimes I get into a frisk out there in the highways and hedges, and I have to come back and I have to evaluate my own self and my own actions, because it's not about trying to flex on Esau, man. It's about getting his word out, and it's about being here to do it. So I just wanted to make that quick statement, brothers, to hold them brothers up. It's edifying, and the water, Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakadash, Rakadam, Shalom.
Shalom. Yahweh Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakadash, Rakadam, bro.
Yahweh Bashim Shai, Rakadam.
Yahweh Bashim Shai, Rakadam.
We gonna get these man's around the scriptures and stuff like that.
Okay, come. Oh, you go here, bro.
And shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name, for my sake.
Ain't nothing new under the sun. They persecuted the prophets. Well, how more of us, man? We bring out the truth, man. We're doing the same thing as the prophets of old. So brothers gotta be ready. Brothers gotta prepare themselves, man. Proper preparation prevent what? Poor performance, man. So you go like a man now, and you put your faith in your high by Shema Shai, man. Hey, things will work out. You can't be sleep-footed in this thing, man, or doubting. All right, we in the flesh, so you gonna doubt, but then you got the prayer to what? Cast them demons off you, man. All right, to continue in the faith that you have by Shema Shai, that He gonna fight for you.
He said, rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is the reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
Right. Did not the prophets rejoice when they was getting beat for the name? Mm-hmm. All right. And then it said right here in John, James 1 and 2, my brother, counted our joy when you fall into divers temptation. So you count the joy, man. Yep. Because the Most High dealing with you like what He dealing with sons, man.
Yeah, you gotta understand. I keep saying this, that's a part of the process.
Yeah.
That's making you into that desirable. Right? Right now we're not desirable. We're not desirable. Nobody wants to look at us as the men of the Lord, the prophets. Right? But what they say, in the end, they're gonna know a prophet have been amongst them. Okay, and the Lord is making a separation, man.
Yeah.
And it's constant. He's constantly separating. He's constantly separating. There's sifting process.
Yeah,
He's shaking
Spirit.
things up,
I got some
stirring things up. You go ahead, Elder.
Yeah, this is Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 27 and verse 4 on down. As when one sifteth with a sieve,
Mm-hmm.
the refuse remaineth.
Mm-hmm.
So the filth of man is chalk. The furnace proveth the potter's vessels, so the trial of man is in his reasoning. That's why it says, going back to the law, where Moses said, this day choose ye life or death, good or evil. You know, so you're going to have to make a decision, man. That's why, and it says in Second Ezra, it's reiterated. This is the condition of the battle. The condition of the battle. Like brothers said, count the cost, man. You know, at the end of the day, you got to make a choice. Because, you know, then you got these camp hoppers or these window shoppers. Jay, they say they want to learn from each and every group. You want this, you got this, can't we all get along type spirit. At the end of the day, you got to choose a group, my man.
Yeah.
All right? At the end of the day, you're going to have to make a choice. And that's for everything. And then come ultimately to you laying your life down, man.
Yeah, do or die.
Yeah, it's really going to be that, you know? And that's why the Lord said, he that seeketh to save his life shall lose it.
Yeah.
And he that loses his life for my sake, the same shall find it or save it. You know? And this you lose your life right here. First and foremost, the dedication coming to this truth
Yeah.
and sacrificing your life, but also, you know, it literally happening. It's going to happen for some brothers. Revelation 20 and 4 ain't written for nothing. Revelation chapter 6, where it says about how the souls of them that were slain, they was crying how long, and they would rest a little while longer in the heavens till the rest of their brethren were killed. Those things ain't written for nothing, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's about to be fulfilled now, you know, because the prophets died in the past, but that was really because it's about to happen again too, you know. But at the same time, the Lord gonna lift up a standard too, you know. And see, Esau want that smoke. That's why it says in Isaiah, behold, all that were incensed against thee, they shall be confounded. So Esau, he gonna want the smoke, and he gonna get what he want too. Because when the Lord showed that power, like it says in Sirach, I believe it's 36, the new signs and other strange wonders, those getting that power, and that's then shall they be known who are my chosen. All right. But at the end of the day, hey, you brothers, man, that's newly coming in, you got to make a decision. You know, and we seeing a lot of you new brothers, man. A lot of y'all brothers, since we've been hopping on through the spirit, a lot of y'all doing videos now, man. You know, and through the spirit, how about Shemyahushua, we commend you. Because we see, hey, the Lord got you doing that. You know, and we get on you, but the Lord speaking through us, man. So it's good to see a lot of you brothers doing the work now. You know? But yeah, brothers got it.
Jeremiah 18.
All right, come. This Jeremiah 18 and 1. It says, the word which came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, arise and go down to the potter's house, and there I will cause thee to hear my words.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went down to the potter's house, and behold, he wrought at work on the wheels, and the vessels that he made of clay was marred, and the hand was marred in the hand of the potter.
So basically, this is almost like a parable that he's speaking of Jeremiah. Okay.
Yep.
And he telling him that we went down to the potter's house. The potter made a vessel, but the first vessel was marred, meaning he messed it up. Like, so read. Keep going.
Okay.
That's right.
It says, so he made it again another vessel, as it seemed good to the potter to make it. Then the word of the Lord came to me, saying, O house of Israel, cannot I do with you as this potter, saith the Lord? Behold, as the clay is in the potter's hand, so are ye in my hand, O house of Israel.
So the same thing that's going on, all right, with that potter that he spoke about in the parable is what the Lord is doing with us, man. Because we are in the Lord's hand. He is the potter, you know, and we were marred through sin entering into our lives, all right. But the Lord is reforming us, man, all right. He's making us a clean thing, man, something to be treasured, all right. But it's got to be done through the word. Notice it kept saying the word. It's the word that's doing this, man.
Yeah.
You know. That was the point on that.
I got you got something.
And then just to make a point, you know, we in the stage of being reformed,
Mm-hmm.
but before you put that vessel vessel on the market or put it to use, you have to try it. You try it with that fire, man.
Yep.
You know, it's just like if you buy a new car, man. You know what's the first thing you're gonna do? You're gonna
Test
take it
drive.
on the interstate. You know, you can't test drive it through the city. You gotta take it on the interstate.
Open it up.
Open it up. And that's what the Lord finna do, man. He finna open up these different trials to see, all right, the vessel that he been working on, is it worthy for the kingdom, man?
Mhm.
You know, and that's the times that we coming into, man. We've been saying, it's one thing just for Esau put your name out there, you know, and put you on the news clip. But wait till Esau start treating brothers like they no more Gaddafi, man.
Mhm.
That's what's coming, man. You see, that's the persecution that's coming, man. They gonna treat you like you got a all-out military, man. Like you was an imminent threat to life in America, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's gonna be their trial when the Lord gonna see who worthy and who not, man. You know.
Yeah, and don't be afraid, man.
Oh.
Don't be talking about this stuff. And she would say, "Do tell Lord persuade men," but don't be afraid, man. Really, this should boost you up, because you, like Brother Nabas said, that you kind of worthy to suffer for the name, man.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, you go ahead.
The limitations for one. How does the gold become
I got two
dim?
of them done.
How does the most fine gold change? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out
You got it.
in the top of every street.
God.
The precious sons of Zion are comparable to fine gold.
And you'll start back at the top again, Salaki.
Okay, come on. Limitations for one. How is the gold become dim?
Mm-hmm.
How does the most fine gold change?
Right. How's the most fine gold change? Because you got to understand, we once had this knowledge in its entirety, man. All right. And Lord willing, we are those men from the beginning that were ordained. We were there in the beginning with all, me and this brother was talking about at the beginning. Like, we were far more advanced back then than technology seemingly is now, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had knowledge of how to control elements, man. You know, but
That's
now
all technology is to manipulate elements. You know,
you know, but now the Most High, what he say, his spirit will not always strive with men.
Yeah.
You know, you are gods, but you shall die like men. You know, so ultimately we being looked at outside of our natural element. Lord willing, we are those men. But that's all a part of the Lord's process. See, as the scriptures say, the deceived and the deceiver is his. Yep. That's part of his deception on the rest of the world, is that his actual men ain't nothing. But just he's gonna get into it. Keep going.
Yeah, that's why I say it's how we in these chains of darkness.
He's in these chains of darkness.
And Jude until the great day.
Right. So they can't see our light, you know, because gold, when you go through the process of how gold is refined, it looks just like dirt, man. I mean, it basically it's dirt until it goes through that fire, and then that luster comes, that shine comes, right? That's when with us, that's the process that's going on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, bro.
They say the stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street.
Scattered all across the earth, man. All right? The stones of the sanctuary, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 2. The precious sons of Zion comparable to fine gold.
The precious sons of Zion comparable to fine gold. All right? Because really, the number one asset on the earth is the elect, man. All right? But the thing about it is, only the Lord knows who his elect is. The people out here are all deceived to thinking that these pastors, all right, they are the men of the Lord, these false prophets, you know, but nobody is looking at the true men who are doing the work of the elect, man.
Okay.
You know?
How are they esteemed as earthen pictures, the work of the hands of the potter?
Right. Just earthen pictures, just something regular. You know?
Right. It's my last one here. I'm about to Jeremiah. It's Isaiah chapter 64 and verse 8.
Yeah, come.
But now, O Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, thou art our father, we are the clay, and thou art potter, and we all are the work of thy hand.
Right. And we come back to the knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which is our power, man. And in that we know what's required, that we must follow him, listen to his voice, hearken unto his word, which is the first commandment. We got to listen to the Lord and do what he says. And that's a lot of the problem with like Israelite camps out here. They don't listen to what the scriptures are telling them to do. They do things, like I say, they force the spirit, all right? And then it's not a Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, so it doesn't prosper, man.
Okay.
You know? You got these camps trying to set up their own ways, go out some other type of way. All right, like you got Nate and them. with the 501c3 ISUPK. Hey, the Lord didn't tell us to go. He said, go not down to Egypt for help, man. It's a formula to how this is supposed to be done. And when you don't follow the formula the right way, the equation don't turn out right, man. You know, because the Lord is all about balancing this thing out, man. You know, which is all in his hand, you know. But you want to always strive to be in his right hand, you know, because like I said, it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, man. You know. But brother got one right here. Come.
This is 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 7, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua Mashiach.
To the appearing of the glory of Yahweh Yahushua, man. You know, and that's what we in it for. You know, to be found worthy, all right, to be the judges, kings, and priests of this earth, man. You know, that's go ahead.
I was just saying this, and your faith gonna be on trial all the way into salvation. Man.
That's it.
You know, the righteous gonna scarcely be saved. You know, so we go through little things now to build our faith up, and we're gonna get bigger and more intense all the way into salvation. Our faith is gonna be constantly on trial, man.
Yep, and I was talking about that process of refining gold. When you go into it, that fire, as the process goes, fire is more concentrated. You know, it's more concentrated on that because it looks like dirt and rock. You know what I'm saying? And then it's more concentrated to get them impurities off, man.
Yeah.
You know, so that fire is going to be the pressure is going to be more concentrated on us, man. You know. Because all these things is going on in America, you know, they looking for somebody to blame, man. You know,